Hey, it's Tony talking Car Biz. Today's vehicle video, we've got the 2023 Toyota Corolla SE Hybrid. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and jump inside and show you all the great features, the changes for 2023, and then be sure and catch video number 1, and that's my exterior video. Let's get started inside. Okay, let's get started on the driver's door. So not a lot of changes here for 2023. This panel has been changed out, but the switches are still there. Power windows, door locks, one touch up and down on all 4 windows, power mirrors, still the silver handle here with that nice satin silver trim. The first difference is going to be the stitching here on the door panel. So that's red for 2023. Last year it was blue. Speakers and bottle holders down in the doors here. Take a look at our seat. So same thing from last year, no power seat on the SE. It does have a height adjustment, recliner forward and backwards, but now for 2023, it's red again. In the inserts of the seats, there's a red racing stripe. Last year it was blue. Height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belts, side impact airbags built right into your seats, so the airbags move forward with you. Also side curtain airbags, 10 airbags on the 2023 Corolla. On the dashboard, there's 4 of these vents, more of that silver trim I showed you before. Minor change down here, dimmer switch for your dash lights, automatic high beams, traction control on and off. This year the gas door release is power, it's right here. Last year it was down here. Trunk release is here now, but last year the gas and the trunk were both down here, so minor change there. Hood release, dead pedal, gas and brake where you'd expect them, a tilt and telescoping steering wheel standard on the 23. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Behind the wheel of the 23 Corolla SE, there are some changes. They're subtle, but I think they're big. Subtle meaning you really don't notice them until you start to look closely inside the car. So one of the things that's always been great about the Corolla is the legroom, so I wanted to show you that real quick. I could not drive this vehicle with the seat all the way back. Now I'm 5'7", so I'm a little on the short side, but I did want to show you the amount of legroom that's available to taller people. Headroom is pretty decent. The SE edition does come with the power sliding moonroof, so that does take away about, I think it's 4/10 of an inch. No big deal there, unless you're super tall, I suppose. As far as the steering wheel, same steering wheel from last year, heated leather steering wheel. It does have electronic power steering. Cruise controls over here, dynamic radar cruise control settings, lane tracing assist, which has been improved for 2023, so it's a little better system. Doesn't fish around between lanes as much as it used to, but really a great system altogether. Driver's side airbag, fingertip controls for the information center. It's up here in the gauge cluster. Take a look at that in just a minute. Fingertip controls for Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone, and you can raise and lower the volume of the sound system right here as well. Really a nice, comfortable, padded steering wheel. A little bit thicker in nature, but pretty nice. No heated steering wheel available. Over on this side of the steering wheel, we have our wiper controls, intermittent wipers up front. On this side, we've got our headlight controls. We do have auto on and off for the headlights. We have LED daytime running lights as well. No fog lights. It does have accent lights on the front bumper. Watch the exterior video and you'll see what I mean. It's interesting to me, they did change out the gauge cluster compared to last year's Corolla. It's probably not as dressy. There used to be silver bezels around here, so it's a little bit more flat. I guess I could say a little more generic in nature. It's white on black backlit. This is the hybrid, so you get the EV indicator there. On the left is the tach and the temperature gauge. On the right is the speedometer and the fuel gauge. And then you've got your information center right in the middle there. You can see we've got a digital speedometer on there. You can manually change or toggle through the features right here on the steering wheel. So if I move through this, check that out. It said 51 degrees. Wow, that's a heat wave here in Wisconsin, guys, especially on December 29th. So all of your fuel computer information is all in there as well. So you probably want to stop by and take a look to see what that's all about. This area here had some big changes, but it doesn't look like it. And probably the biggest change is the head unit for your sound system. There used to be 4 buttons down each side and then another dial, so there was a lot of different switches. They cleaned it up, got rid of all of that. Toyota now develops their own software, so it's all touchscreen. I'm just going to kind of move through this real quick. It's all touchscreen, and I'm not going to completely set it up because then the new owner would probably want to do that themselves. But it does have all the features that it had last year. The good news is it's wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, still have Sirius satellite radio, and the volume switch is the only switch that's remaining on here. So it's a really clean look, real simple look, but you still have all the features you had last year. And then built inside of there, of course, is going to be our backup camera, which is brighter and clearer than it was last year as well. Moving down the center stack here, we still have automatic temperature control, single-sided, meaning only on the driver's side. These switches are different. Most people wouldn't even know the difference unless they did a side-by-side comparison. Still using a lot of gloss black trim on the center stack. The SE edition does come with smart keyless entry, which also includes push-button start. And then a couple minor changes down in the center here. This is where you plug in your smartphone. Last year it was a traditional USB port. This year it's a USB-C. This is a storage compartment. It's not wireless charging. Wireless charging is not an option on the SE edition. And then because this is a hybrid, you do have different drive modes down here as well. And you also have EV mode. EV mode is for super slow driving, like in a parking garage or something like that. And then the shifter does have a little bit of leather treatment on the side here with a little bit of that satin silver. Gloss black trim all the way along here. The cup holders are different just in terms of the design. I think your smartphone will fit in there now, where last year they were both completely round. Power electronic braking, parking brake hold is here. And then I would have thought they were going to add some USB ports down on the front side of here to give you more places to plug in. They didn't. They left them here in the armrest, and there's a USB-C, and there's also a 12 volt, and then there's these little channels right here to be able to run your cords out. So you can still run the cords out from there. A padded armrest with the red stitching. It's kind of small. The compartment's kind of small there as well. I own one of these, a 2022, and one of my complaints is there's not enough places to stow stuff. One of the things that's kind of a hidden feature is this armrest actually slides out like that, so it extends out. You probably wouldn't have known that if I hadn't shown it to you. Here's another look at the passenger seat with that red accent going up the center. I can't believe this car actually gets 47 miles to the gallon. Pretty amazing. This one is about a $28,000 car, so it's got some extras on it. I'll show you a couple of the interior extras here in a short minute. The dashboard's the same as last year. They still haven't used that accent stitching here. I would like to see the red stitching that matches, you know, kind of into the armrest. So I think they kind of shortcutted there. Clearly they use the same dashboard on multiple units, but I would have liked to see the stitching. And then your glove box is here. This does not have a lock on it, so it's not a locking glove box. Passenger side, height adjustable headrest, seat belt, passenger assist grip, side curtain airbags, lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. I noticed this year they're using LED lighting in the roof line, where last year they were halogen. And then there's your visor extension. This area overhead, this center area, this is all new. Again, you'd have to look at the 2022 to really see what I'm seeing. But this is an LED light strip that kind of wraps around here with reading lights. One thing I found with my 2022 is it's not very bright at night. If you're going to try to read a book at night, or read a map, or read anything, it's not going to give you a lot of extra lighting. Power moonroof controls are here. Safety sense is right here, so if you need help out on the road, hit that button, Toyota get your roadside assistance. And then this one has the upgraded frameless mirror. It's not a digital mirror, but I have this in my car and I love it because it's much bigger, so you really don't have as many blind spots, but it is a traditional day-night mirror, and it does have home link. So if you have a garage door, you can program your garage door opener. So that's a nice feature to have there. And then earlier I mentioned we have a power sliding moonroof with the sliding shade as well. So a lot of great features up front on the Corolla for 23. Let's go ahead and jump in that back seat. Here's a quick look from the back seat up front. And I got to tell you, that sunroof does add some additional lighting in here, which is nice. There's an overhead dome light, and again, an LED light bulb in there, new for 2023. As far as the back seat, not much has changed. Still no pockets on the backs of these back seats. This is new, though. They have USB-C charging ports back here. That wasn't even available last year, so finally, Toyota, thank you for stepping up there. Headroom's kind of okay back here. I'm 5'7", so it doesn't bother me much, but taller folks might be a little cramped. Passenger assist grip, coat hook back here. Headrests are not adjustable up and down, they're stationary. You can see the fabric with the red back here. We do have child safety seat anchors. There's 3 seat belts back here, bottle holders in the doors, and then there is a folding armrest here, which has 2 cup holders. And I like the fact that it rests on the seat like that. Some are up like this, but then they break off because people go to get out and they push off with all their weight and snapperoo. So I do like the fact that it's down on the seat. I think it'd be most comfortable back here for 2 adults and 3 little ones, but I don't think you're going to want to put your adult friends back here if there's 3 of them. I don't know how good this would be for an Uber car. I just don't know if it has enough room in the back for 3 passengers. We do have the fold down 60/40 fold down seats. We'll jump in the trunk here in just a minute, but you can see it's easy to fold them down while sitting in the seat, and then I can pop it back up here as well. What I don't like is the switches up here. So if you're outside the car, you have to reach all the way over to get at it. I'm not sure why they didn't put it on that side, and there is no release in the trunk to be able to drop those seats down either. So just a couple quirks in the back seat that seem like easy wins for Toyota. Let's go ahead and check out the trunk. So heading into the trunk, it is nice the way the trunk opens. The deck lid gets up and out of your way, so you're not going to bonk your head on there. It also has a liner on the deck hood and an emergency release handle here, which is glow in the dark. Nice low lift over height to get things in and out. I think enough room across the back here for 2 sets of golf clubs. A nice flat floor. And then, of course, the ability to fold down those back seats comes in handy. There is a trunk light right up there. And then your storage is down here. And on the hybrid system, no spare tire. You do get the Fix-A-Flat kit to put in there, but no spare tire. And if you are maybe going to be an Uber driver, you could pull this right out of here. And you're gonna throw this and put this in your garage, and you're gonna get a lot more room for cargo, for luggage for your passengers. So there's a creative idea. A little bit of storage down in there for emergency equipment, jumper cables, first aid kits, and what have you. But if I were using it for Uber, I'd pull this right out, pull that right out, and I'm gonna have a lot more cargo room back here as well. So pretty utilitarian, but plenty for a car like this. So that's your interior overview on the 23 Corolla SE Hybrid. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And then be sure to catch the exterior overview. We'll see you in the next video.